that after seeing this, that it has a higher impact on the neighborhood than one would think from just the structures involved and the product involved, you know?
Honestly,
In what
on
way?
a personal level,
In what way? We were gonna buy the house next door, and we said, no way are we gonna buy the
But
house.
is it a
And
land
it's-
use issue? It's more
Exactly.
well, it is kind of a zoning issue, though. It is kind of a zoning issue
It
because,
is.
you know,
agricultural.
That's,
right.
yeah.
But I mean, but it's a type of agriculture. I mean, it's the same sort of issue. You know, it's not exactly the same as, but it's similar to, you know, having an adult entertainment store in your town.
It's a commercial,
It's another commercial use, but
commercial use of.
But it's permitted already by the state.
right.
The fact that he has, you might not like it being next to your house.
Nobody else does either, they're
But the
having
fact- I
a
mean,
really
if he had
difficult
one of-
time selling that property.
If he had the dogs and not the marijuana, or the marijuana and not the dogs, would that be all right?
We'd probably shoot the dogs, you know.
What I'm saying is that, what you're saying is the mix just doesn't work, but I don't know how you legislate that out by instead.
I mean, it's a personal family issue that they, you know, the kid, it's a dead end street. The kids and the dogs always went right around in the neighborhood. They could communicate, and now they can't do that.
What else is
They
this?
can't go, huh?
Where is this place?
Okay, Vassalboro.
Oh,
Okay. So, you know, the guy
I thought it was
says,
next to your house, you said you
Well,
were.
no, she was thinking about
Oh.
getting a place down there next to Brad, her son.
Oh, okay.
you know, I mean, the guy says to my 4-year-old granddaughter, get your effing, and he didn't say effing, he said, get your effing dog off my property or I'll shoot it, you know?
Yeah, it's not. I agree, but like I said, if there is substantial interest in Clifton in looking at that, I definitely think we're obligated to take a look at it. There's no doubt about it.
But it sounds to me like more of a law enforcement issue.
Well,
Especially-
that's,
Well, not really. I mean, I see
Yeah.
what her point is, but I don't know. I mean, I don't have a quick answer for you.
you know,
One other thing that we ought to look at, in case they do license marijuana legal in the state of Maine, you know, we ought to get something on there about growing marijuana for harvesting.
Bring him on. Get our tax.
I mean, I don't have a problem with people doing that to earn a living, I don't have a problem, it's just, you know, they need a bigger lot than what those people have, and they need,
The thing is are they growing it to sell it there, or they
Well,
growing it
what
for their own
they-
use?
they're licensed to raise a certain number of plants, and then the U-Haul truck comes in and takes those plants to the marijuana dispensary.
But once they get that license from the state, the town can't,
Well, you couldn't, I mean, they're licensed, but the town has the right to regulate the uses the same way they regulate other uses in the town. I mean, it isn't exempt.
But what you said, is there license through the state for so many plants?
Yes, I mean, I don't care whether they got 30
Anyway,
or
I mean,
300.
just go to talk to, if you have other people in town who are interested in it, we'll definitely entertain it. I understand what you're saying, I definitely do. And if it were put in on some of the dead end streets around here, I definitely think it would be an issue. I don't know if you have some example ordinances about it, I mean,
No,
certainly.
I haven't looked into it yet.
Well,
No,
certainly
but I
something we
would
can take
if
a
you
look at.
guys are open to
I
consider.
mean, personally, if I was gonna do that business, I probably would keep as low profile as possible. I would not want the neighbors pissed off at me. I would want the neighbors helping to protect me, and I certainly wouldn't have pit
That's why
bulls
he's got the
running
pit
around.
bulls. This-
Well, I wouldn't-
That business, you probably do need pit bulls.
Well, I doubt it. There's a myriad of ways to protect yourself for stuff like that without having to go to that level of difficulty, but
Home
that's
invasions that
his
go on
problem.
now and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that kind of business, but at the same time, it comes down to how much interference and what is a legal activity or a business of someone that doesn't really.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, if it was legal just to have pot in Maine, wouldn't have to worry about that business, and everybody could grow their own, and nobody would be stealing it, and it wouldn't be a big deal. So that's problem solved.
Look at what they want to
They'd still steal.
Problem solved.
But the concern though, the underlying concern though is the pit bulls though.
Right, that's what I'm hearing.
I'm seeing
just
the
hope that he lets
aggressiveness
them out
of the
sometime.
individual.
Yeah, that too.
That they
But
run
do we-
it.
all right.
It's a 15% sales tax
Yeah.
on
Say that again?
New Hampshire, they charge you 15% sales tax on marijuana growth and sales.
Really? Now, is it legal in New Hampshire now?
Yes, it is.
And just, is it, they have the same rules Colorado has?
I have no idea, all I know it's 15%.
Didn't they make $1
Yes, it
million
is.
on the licensing last year or something to state?
It is a lot.
They're selling it?
They're selling it.
You're not talking medical?
No, I'm talking marijuana, I can go,
That's medical marijuana.
Medical.
no,
Yeah,
no,
medical.
everybody can go buy marijuana in New Hampshire.
But they do, they made like $1 million off the licensing last year.
A
the state did.
15% sales tax.
The other thing is, I don't believe there's anything that says that any individuals can't contact a member of the planning board and throw out ideas or,
Oh yeah, that is one thing I wanted to address. Last night, I mean, I think that what you said definitely pertains to, like, if somebody comes in with like a 4-lot subdivision or whatever, and they're doing something, that's when we're adjudicating over them. Okay, adjudicatory process. This is not an adjudicatory process.
There was also on that list of websites that I gave her, there's one that has a PowerPoint that sometime if you guys nothing else better to do, it gives a whole bunch of scenarios for you to discuss whether some activity is unethical or not. I don't think there's any right or wrong answers, but should gives you a lot to think about.
Where did you email that to her?
No, I didn't. I just gave Kathy the.
Could you just email her that to that town Clifton email address and she can forward it out to us?
I'll have. Yeah.
Then we can go get on the links and go do it. I mean, I definitely think that would be another good exercise to do, but I just wanted to make it clear as far as this.
Well, according to those things, what you guys do is adjudicatory.
Right now?
No, not with that, but
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Well, no, I'm definitely agreeing. Like, if we're hearing a project, that's different.
yeah.
Like, if you were bringing a subdivision
No,
project
that's
into
why
us,
we did try.
that's when the ex parte communication occurs. But like, in this scenario, you know, this is more like anybody who is a member of the public or whatever can give information or input and conversations because the town's actually gonna have a vote that we're not gonna.
Right, that's why I
Control.
think we did have a more informal and
Right,
procedure when we were working on it.
right, but I just wanna make sure that you and I both understood that this is a different
Right,
atmosphere than hearing somebody's project.
yes,
but again, the public can talk to any one of us. We can't talk to each other and don't,
right.
which is why he keeps asking me questions, which I'm not gonna answer until I present information to the board.
Right,
But there's nothing stopping any member of the
Right.
public from talking to us with their opinions, throwing
that's
things
why,
out.
and then John Williams asked me,
And-
you know, could he call you up? And I said, yes, he could.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is I said this same thing at the beginning of the whole process 3 or 4 years ago. You know how many phone calls I've got?
0.
I called one person, myself, to try to start a conversation. But other than that, 0. I'd like to have more input from individuals so it wasn't as acrimonious sometimes as it has gotten in meetings.
So who are you?
I'm Stephanie, true. We moved here about a year ago,
Okay.
so I was absent for the first few years of this
Not to be nosy, but what road do you live on?
airline.
Airline, you poor soul.
She moved back into that big house back on the hill that had,
No, but it's back across from Chick Hill Road.
yeah,
Jared's her husband.
Yeah,
what's her name sold it to you?
Pattershaw.
Pattershaw.
The Pattershaw.
Yeah, what's her name sold it to you?
Kim McLaughlin?
No, she was the agent.
Right. No,
Yeah,
it was
who
a
was
man that sold it to us.
Yeah.
Dan Buchanan bought it from Daniel Pattershaw.